maybe going solo to Vietnam for a week and a bit when I'm kind of in this processing phase of a big change in my life. It'll probably be one of the harder things I'll do. It will be an interesting challenge.
Hello. Damn, it's been a minute, I'll tell you that. It's nearly 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning in spring here in Perth. Lots changed in my life since I last made a vlog. I didn't have any plan to make a vlog at all. Just this morning I woke up and I thought, you know what, maybe it's time again. Just to give an update as to what's going on in my life again. For the sake of other people, but also for me to just check in again. I really enjoy bringing out the camera and talking to it. I thought this would be a grounding thing for me to do at the moment. So I'm like, oh, let's do it. So we're gonna go for a run with Clarky. Vlog is back.
Oh, it's back.
We're back.
Oh yeah. Shades.
We're back.
Probably 3:45.
Last night I booked a trip to Vietnam on my own because I was procrastinating doing some work. So in 2 weeks' time, I'm heading to Da Nang, which is a coastal city in Vietnam. Found a place on the beach. Looks alright, free Wi-Fi. There's a couple gyms nearby, a co-working space, cool cafes, good food. So I'm going to work from there for a week because I feel like getting out of Perth again for a little bit. So that's one way to procrastinate. Book a trip. Basically, what I've been doing for the last couple of years is making content online, showing my journey of going from someone who didn't know what to do with his life, a uni dropout, wanting to chase a passion, to showing how I've figured out how to travel, make money online, pursue a passion, find meaning and fulfillment in my 20s when I was someone like many of us who felt like I had no clarity about what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be, and how I was going to be happy and find fulfillment. So now I'm on a mission to try and help show other young people how they can find clarity, meaning, fulfillment in their 20s. And through that, I've been writing a book. I've been building out this community over the last couple months. We'll be launching within the next couple weeks. So been spending plenty of time right here. I've edited probably 2/3 of the book. Another weekend spent on my own doing this. And that's kind of how I like it at the moment.
Brainstorm cover design concepts so you don't feel like you're losing the punch.
I'm just trying to come up with or decide on my subtitle for my book. Pretty much decided on the book title and subtitle. I pretty much thought it was going to be this for a while. Also finished the editing process of my book today. So the book will be 100-ish pages. The title is looking like The Third Path. It does not guarantee an authentic, deeply... audiobook? Fuck. So it's 3 p.m. today. I sat down at 12. When I read it over, so proud of it. And when I recorded the conclusion for the audiobook, I got a little bit emotional, a little bit teary. It's a good conclusion. I'm really proud of the conclusion. I tell this old story from when I first dropped out and told someone. Yeah, it fired me up so much reading it back just then. All right. That and that tote bag is all I'm bringing. That's all I need. 6.8 kilos. Carry on. This is the same bag I brought to Europe for 3 months of travel.
So why Da Nang? I honestly chose Da Nang, to come to Vietnam in particular, because I looked at Google flights and it was cheaper than, or just around the same price as a Bali flight. I'm heading to Bali in a bit under a month's time for a few weeks. So I had this chance to just travel, position right now where I just kind of can. I thought, hey, let's do some work from somewhere else because we're getting really close with this launch and I've been locking myself in my room at home to work on it. I think about 3.5 weeks ago, my girlfriend and I broke up and it's been a super interesting couple of weeks, that's for sure. Very challenging. Not so much. I've had a lot of space to reflect if I wanted to, but because of the chance I've had to work really hard, I've chosen to do that and kind of throw myself into work and stay very busy. And one of the things that I was kind of most scared of was just sitting with myself and really processing everything properly. And I guess I just realized that if I'm going to continue to live by example and lead by example, I should do that in all facets of my life, I suppose. And with this change in my life at the moment, to deeply reflect on it, to get a lot of positives out of it. I just realized that, okay, maybe going solo to Vietnam for a week and a bit when I'm kind of in this processing phase of a big change in my life, it'll probably be one of the harder things I'll do. And really sit and slow down and really sit with everything and end that chapter, I suppose, in a few ways. Symbolically, use this trip to do that. It'll be interesting challenge, and that's kind of the biggest purpose probably of this trip. Yeah, I'm going to take you on that journey and show what I get up to along the way and the work that I'm doing. So, it'll be good fun. Good morning from Da Nang. This is our area. And got up at 7ish and I went for a super long walk just along the beach. It's so flat and straight. It's a beautiful bay. And everyone in the morning's just out walking. Just about to get served brekkie up here, which is pretty sick. So this place was 30 Australian dollars a night, I think, and I get breakfast included. And there's like no one here, because I'm in off season. This is meant to be the worst time to go to Da Nang, or Vietnam really, October. I haven't really had much rain yet, and there's no one here, and it's so cheap. And just gonna ride out, a bit of a plan for the day, and then head to a cafe or a co-working spot, and lock in for maybe 4 or 5 hours, drink some coffee, eat some food while I do it. And then the Arvo, got a few touristy things potentially planned. Mate. Come on. It's a great reminder, you really don't need that much to go travel, like money-wise. The flights here, return, were $500 Australian. I'm 21 years old, and I think one of the best things I've done is gone alone. Traveled to a lot of countries now, done a lot of random things, a lot of side quests. I dropped out of university to start my own business and try and do this full time where I could travel whenever I wanted and make money while I was away. And solo travel teaches you so much about yourself because it becomes a trip that is for you. And you have all this space and time now to reflect on what you want to do with your life and who you are. You get chances to actually meet people who you're aligned with, not just like ones that usually line up with your friend group. Often makes you question your identity as well. What kind of person do you like to show up at home as in comparison to how you're going to show up now while you're away? When you're in an open map, it's like hopping onto, I don't know, a new Minecraft world or loading into this open sandbox where there's no preconceptions of who you are. And it's not a reason to not be authentic and just change up who you are all the time, but it's a reminder that you can be a different person to who you were 5 minutes ago. You can use solo travel as a chance to check in with the real version of you, not just the one that you kind of show to other people when you're home. Because they know you as same old Sam, you know, good old John, and this is how he is all the time and all the stuff he does. When you go away, you have a really cool chance to actually explore who you are. And maybe that's what they mean about finding yourself through travel. So go alone. Think you can't go somewhere and sit down and say, right, heal. I'm going to sit here and heal, you know? I'm going to sit here and process. And I'm not getting up until I've finished processing. I don't think it works like that either.